We have the January update for GT7 in 2024 here now, and it is truly the way to kill the game. So the last update we had was the Spec 2 update, which was the biggest and best update we had ever gone up to that point. And I was expecting a smaller update, but then my expectations kind of rose when they skipped the month, which was my fault because I know Polyphony Digital can't deliver on jack diddly squat. So yeah, before this update, the last update we had was on November 2nd, 2023. So we had nothing all of November, kind of since it launched like day one of the month. Nothing all of December, then nothing all of January until the 25th when the update dropped. So that whole month was basically dead air. And after all that wait, we got the most depressing and smallest update possible. So to go over what we had in this update, I could probably do it in a matter of moments. We got 3 cars. 2 of them are VGTs, and people don't like that. I don't care, but we can't even get one of them unless you bought the company's $4,800 watch. So you can't actually get one of them until the end of February, according to Polyphony Digital, unless you had 4.8k laying around. So unless you bought that watch, you have to wait another month like the rest of us. So we actually got 2 cars in this update. So bam, we're in worst month forever for cars. And then we got 2 extra menus, which are pretty much useless. You just force yourself to buy the cars required to earn something that's probably not even going to be worth it. For races, we got 2 whole events, one for the Jimmy, and then one for the VGT. The Jimmy is 3 races, woo, and the VGT is 2 races. So we got 2 events or 5 whole races this entire update. So far you might think, damn, there isn't much to do in this update. Or there are many things to do with my new Jimmy. But don't worry, lads. We got new scapes. The update is saved. Whoa! Yeah! Yeah, and that is it. I went off the patch notes that Polyphony Digital posted themselves, so for the update, that's it. We went from Spec 2 to not having any updates to getting the worst update imaginable. Believe it or not, I haven't even updated my game. Fuck, I haven't even had my game in the console since December. And you might be thinking, so what? I love GT7, despite all the shit I've given. Well, not really. What I'm just trying to say is I get on the game for one thing, and one thing only, and that is custom race. I have many setups with Group 3 cars. All the cars have custom names, liveries. I have an F1 grid with all the liveries, names, and flags. The game physics, graphics, pit stops, all the mechanics work great. GT7 is the only game I think that has the ability to make amazing custom races, and they make them so damn fun. There are restrictions to them, but they are still amazing. They're the reason I come back to them. Like, I'm not kidding when I say if anyone ever sees me on PlayStation, if I'm on GT7, it'll be, I am 100% doing a custom race. Or if you see me on Discord and it says I'm playing GT7 on my PS5, I am doing custom race because of how enjoyable they are. And I do them in endurance races because it's just fun to make strategies. You go on the Nürburgring. You go on the Spa. You go to Spa. You have the night cycle, the 24-hour rain system. It is so enjoyable, and no other game I feel comes close to the enjoyment of the custom races you can craft in GT7. Yet. Now that tangent's over, why do I think GT7 is officially dead? Because when you release an update as dry as this, 1, there is no reason to come back to it, and then, why won't they make online any different? It's just the same shit since 2017 when GT Sport goddamn launched. They promised endurance races ranging up to 24 hours, and we haven't seen those still. They promised that a month after the game launched, so April 2022. It is now January 2024 as of writing this, and there is still none. It is safe to say they are never coming. I think the February update will kill this game if it's not good. And you might be saying like, oh, you said that before where this update sucks, so if the next one sucks, it's definitely dead. At least I think I've said that publicly. I don't know. That's what I've thought a lot of times. But in simple terms of, November was really good, December got skipped, and then January sucked balls. If February also sucks balls, there is literally no coming back. There will be reasons to play the game, obviously, and it's still a decent game, but the broken promises and the lack of content is the main killer. Also, Kaz announced a while ago in an interview that the next game is already being worked on, so they are probably already got all their hands on deck, or as close as possible to that. So the support for GT7 might be a little slow by default. That interview with that quote was back in October, so make what you want with it. Also, he said theme of the game, so that instantly makes me kind of scared that's not going to be a Gran Turismo 8, but another goddamn spin-off. There's nothing really wrong with that, I don't want that because we spend so long with sport. I feel we should just stick with the main series. It's fine. Whatever. So that's my thoughts on the January update. It's quite tragic. I think the February update will kill this game. I don't know the player base, obviously. They don't tell us anything about that. But my main gripe is the online, especially. It hasn't evolved. It's always like the same tracks with the same car combos and bullshit like that. I don't get why people still play it. Like, it's all ranked, but like, there's no unranked for like more casual things unless you count Daily Race A, which is just always a goddamn mess. But I don't know why you still play. It's the same shit every week at this point, or at least close to it. You feel like you've done it before, because nothing has been evolved since 2017 when Sport first started it. But the single player is also really lame. So yeah, I think this game needs big content and big changes quick, and I don't think we're ever gonna get that. I think the GT7 is done. Hey, speaking of being done, I think I'm done. It's fucking midnight when I'm doing this. See, now I just kind of fucked myself. I kind of forgot what I was talking about, and that looking back at what I said doesn't help much somehow. This is great. So whatever 12 a.m. me was talking about, I agree with him. See, if I rub my two brain cells together, I was talking about how if next month's update sucks, it's over, and that is true. And that's how I'm going to end the video, because I have no other sequence. So I will see you guys in the next video, which will hopefully be sooner than a 3-week gap like it's always been. Hopefully this will be a 1.5 week gap.